I talked to a salesperson. I had about 150, 200 people in this room. He came to me afterwards. Now, there was about 10 salespeople in the sales track yesterday of 200 people. And he came to me, he said, Marcus, I came to this conference kicking and screaming. It's literally what he said. I've been here half a day and everything has changed. Got 3,500 people here at Content Marketing World. Of those 3,500, how many do you think specifically would consider themselves in the marketing department? What percentage of the 3,500?
Probably 75.
Yeah, I bet you it's at least 80%. There's one glaring thing that is missing, which is who? Sales. And here's the reality. We will continue to have buy-in problems throughout this entire industry until you and I do a better job of getting our sales team to come to these conferences. They won't get it. And if you're going to be successful at getting buy-in across your entire organization, you've got to do what it takes to eliminate them. And it starts with the way that we talk about it. And then it starts with the way that we teach about it. This has to be our obsession, your obsession. Until it is more important that you bring your sales team to this conference than you come yourself, Scott. Dramatically more important. But yet, we have this whole vibe of everybody that's in marketing goes to marketing conferences. Everybody's in sales goes to sales conferences. It should be the other way around. It's crazy to me that we all have sales teams, but yet we don't have them help produce the content. Generally speaking, when it comes to organization, who hears most of the questions, concerns, worries, fears, issues of the prospects and customers? Generally speaking, who is that? The sales team. The sales team. Notwithstanding who's in charge of addressing all those worries, concerns, issues, fear, etc. on the 70% of the sales process, the digital side, the vetting side, who's in charge of that part of it? Marketing. And so we're letting marketing dictate the 70%, yet most of us aren't subject matter experts. It's nutso. It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. My challenge to you is to change the way we talk about this. Do whatever it takes to get the buy-in. Remember, you might not be able to do it. Maybe you should bring somebody in. Maybe you should take them to the conference. They need to hear it from an outside source. Bring your sales team next time. Don't allow them not to be here. Don't miss Ian Altman's session because he's awesome. I appreciate you very much. Thank you very much. Cool guys!
From Maryland.
Nice!
Yeah.
Nice. I'm glad y'all were here. I'm glad you're here. Start rocking it. You know what I'm saying? Use it.
For sure.
Use it. Do whatever you gotta do. I don't know. You should have told me I had Fool Guys and I called you out.
You should have talked more about brick paper anchors.
Yeah, I know. You're totally right.
I was going to ask if you had a 5x5 drain panel on your covers or what were you doing?
I just
want to say I followed you online a lot.
Yeah.
For a number of years. It's from
Where are you going there?
Oh, thank you, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Get some out of it?
I did, yeah.
Good.
Made some light bulbs go far. So.
We want light bulbs.
We do.
We need them. Thank you for being here. Glad you're here. And this changes everything because for the longest time, sales carried everything. But they don't even have 30% of the buying decision today unless they're involved in the sales process long before the traditional sense, which is why we've got to get rid of these silos that are sales and marketing. We've got to do whatever it takes, whatever it takes. Folks, I know I've been hitting this point, but the way we communicate within organizations, generally speaking, is a fail, which is why we struggle with buy-in. Specifically, our biggest issue is that we always try to have marketing conversations, when content marketing really isn't about marketing at all. Content marketing is about generating revenue. Content marketing is a sales conversation. Let's start having sales conversations. I talked to a salesperson yesterday. In the sales track now, I talked to a salesperson. I had about 150, 200 people in this room. He came to me afterwards. Now, there was about 10 salespeople in the sales track yesterday of 200 people. And he came to me, he said, Marcus, I came to this conference kicking and screaming. It's literally what he said. I've been here half a day and everything has changed. Everything has changed. It's more important that your leadership team and that your sales team is here than you. So I just gave a talk here at Content Marketing World, great event, 3,500 people. Here's the big concern that I have. Out of these 3,500, maybe a couple hundred at most primarily consider themselves on the sales team. My whole talk was on getting buy-in and eliminating the silos that are occurring in all these different organizations. The problem is this. Marketers go to marketing conferences. Salespeople go to sales conferences. And until organizations bring their sales teams to marketing conferences and their marketing teams to sales conferences, we're going to have silos, we're going to have disconnect, we're not going to get each other, we're going to have a harder time creating cultures. And so the question is, why are we not doing this? Marketers have got to do a better job of selling these events. Because as the saying goes, you can be a prophet to the world, but nobody will listen to you in your own town. You can be pushing and pushing and pushing that we need to make these changes, that we need to do this, we need to do that, we should embrace this initiative. But because you're in-house, nobody listens. It stinks, I know. And it's not fair, I know. But that's just the way that it is. That's why it's important that you bring somebody in maybe for a workshop, or that you take your team, you take your leadership team to an event where it's other experts, other businesses. They see there's people here just like me. No, I'm not different. If they could do this with success, maybe I should be considering as well. Buy-in is the #1 issue when it comes to digital marketing today, specifically content. This is a thing that we've got to improve, and it starts with getting the other ones right here.